Welcome to MindBody TV. I'm Dr. Kim DeRamo, and I'm really, really excited to bring this broadcast to you today about clearing your past, clearing negative emotions, past trauma, past family drama. We're heading into the holidays, and this is a time where a lot can come up in your system. And a lot of times we do things to then suppress that, like, let's just get through and manage. But this is actually a potent time for incredible, unthinkable healing. Not only are we completing another year and coming into a new year that brings all new possibilities and all new energies, but we are touching into some of the deepest parts of ourselves that we're ready to clear. We're ready to heal. We're ready to release so that we make space for all the things our heart is desiring and for literally living a new life. So whether you've been struggling physically, mentally, or emotionally with weird, obscure medical illnesses or a chronic disease no one has great solutions for, or emotional turmoil with ups and downs, or living in overwhelm, not having the love you really want, carrying family drama, or a grudge, resentment, fear, who knows what. This is a really potent time for healing, because this is a time when so much can come up in our lives. And so my invitation for you is, rather than do things to manage it, to get better at suppressing it, or to get through another year, invite this as a potent time for healing that will literally change the entire course of your life. Are you ready for that? Give me a yes in the comments if that is you. Even if it feels like it's not possible, there's some little spark of courage. Yes, I would love that. I'm ready. Share that in the comments now. For those of you who are not familiar with me, welcome to the community. I'm a physician sharing about how shifting your consciousness shifts your physical, shifts your life, whether it's a medical illness on the physical level, or weird, obscure symptoms, or situations you're struggling with in your life that you'd like a major change for. You actually have the potency within you to allow that to manifest. And you can connect. Your mind does not know the difference between the real and the imagined, to allow a vastly different manifestation. So welcome here. I'm so grateful to have you, and tune in, because this will be very powerful. So the first thing I want to talk about is, what do I mean with past trauma, drama, or negative emotions? We might actually be just experiencing something on the physical level, or situation in our money or my job, or you don't understand my family. But we're quantum. We are pure energy. And whatever circumstances, experiences, or situations are arising, we do have within us the capacity to allow major change. So as a doctor, this is the vantage point I have taken to assist healing and to make the biggest difference in medicine. And this is where I've seen people heal really unthinkable things that medicine said there's no solution for, or you'll be experiencing this the rest of your life, you'll never walk again, or you're going to die in 6 months, or really crazy things that were turned around powerfully by activating this inner power. And so share with me any ways you've maybe carried negative emotions, trauma, drama, or you're dealing with an experience, maybe something related to the holidays or related to your family, or you don't know this one relative and then I have to deal with this, that you're ready to experience a miracle in, a major, major shift, a major change. So type it in the comments here. Type in, where are you tuning in from in the world? I always love hearing from you. We have such an amazing, engaged, multinational audience, and it's such a blessing to be here with you. So past trauma, right? Trauma is an experience that has not been fully digested, meaning we had an experience we were not capable of handling or managing. And so it created some level of fight or flight closure in our system of to get through it. Maybe you're 3 years old and you just don't even know how to communicate about what you need here to someone who could actually help you. Maybe you're a little bit older, but you knew, I can't really trust any of these people. Let me just double down and tough it out and figure this out on my own. And so we isolate. Maybe you were in a life-threatening situation, or a really physically traumatic situation. There's so many traumas we experience that we don't have the capability of handling when we have the experience. However, we don't need to continue to carry this forward. When we carry trauma, it suppresses a huge amount of our energy to keep sucking it up, holding our breath, toughing it out, fighting or fleeing, escaping. And then we don't even realize how unconsciously we continue to do that in our life, even though we're not in that same situation anymore. The mind does not know the time has elapsed. It doesn't know the difference between the real and the imagined. And that part of your mind is still living out that trauma as if it's right here, right now, creating in your physiology, clamping down inflammation, that fight or flight nervous system, changing the way your brain functions, the way you perform, the way you are either successful or maybe really struggling. It affects your money, it affects your relationships, it affects your body. And so we've got to now let in the resources, the compassion, the wisdom, the capability that we do have access to now in order to allow that trauma to release from our system. We are no longer in that situation and we can make a new choice. Now, if you are still in a trauma situation, this will open you to the resources you didn't know you had, meaning I just can't leave this abusive relationship, or I don't have the money, or like I don't know what to do, to shift. So boom, the door is open and I'm just going to walk through it. I have the courage, I have the capability. That's the shift I'm talking about when we process our past trauma. And believe me, you do have the resources now to resolve that. You don't need to just keep carrying it and managing it for the rest of your life. Okay, so take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Drama is similar to trauma, but it's like a propagated feedback loop in our mind that has us recreate a toxic or a negative situation, even though it's not exactly what's really happening now. So it's like, it's what's happening for me, but is it what's actually the highest possibility that I could access, right? So it's like the mind goes on a loop of creating toxicity or negativity or fear or overwhelm, even though we actually could receive resources that make that unnecessary. So if you're ready for that, like sometimes we just don't see our way beyond it. No, you don't understand. My life is like this and I have to do this. And so we keep a pattern going, not noticing that actually there's more available. That actually, whoa, I had this trip a few weeks ago and I would never have done this trip. I've got 2 kids. We have a lot going on. There was another thing that was coming up a few weeks later, and I had every reason to say, oh, no, I'm not going to do this. But when the opportunity came up, I just didn't go there. I just sort of like was in this stunned state of, what if I just receive this? What if I just let this in? So the mind is like, no, it's too much. You can't do that. You're too busy. But my system I was in a different state. Like, what if I just pause and look at what's actually true? That takes, right, to digest and resolve the drama, the mind chatter that seems to be real, but it's actually not. That takes a softening in the body. That takes a relaxation and a letting go. So what is letting go? It's actually like, if you tense your body, tighten everything up, tighten your face, squeeze your shoulders up, breathe in and hold it, and then physically relax, shake it out. You're giving your nervous system the signal to let go of the things you've held that have been toxic to you, that have been limiting to you, that have been harming you or holding you back, known and unknown. So we're going to try that one more time. I want you to imagine all the things known and unknown related to your situation, everything that's holding you back, everything that's actually limiting you, everything that is damaging you, that your system is holding physically, mentally, emotionally, known or unknown. You don't even have to know what it is. And then just welcome all of it. Tighten your body, tighten your face, breathe in, hold it. And then exhale, shake it out. You shake your body, literally let it go. Let your body know whatever that is, we can let it go. You're sending your brain the signal. Your mind communicates in metaphors. So you don't have to go in and like, oh, was it when I was 3 years old? What was the trauma that happened? I think it was this one day. You don't have to know. Your system already knows exactly what it's holding on to that is limiting your greatest prosperity now. All you've got to do is the intention and the allowing. And so, write in the comments right now, what are you ready to experience in your life? You don't have to know that there's a drama holding it back. You just have to know, like, whoa, my money situation seems really stuck, or I keep getting ghosted in my relationships, and what's that about? Or I don't know, my physical body, I'm always really tired, and like, why don't I have my energy back? The situation will point you to the limitation. You just got to be willing to receive the situation. You don't have to fight it. The drama has you keep holding that. You got to fight it. You got to manage it. But you're just going to pause. Soften your body. Hit the pause button. Do that letting go practice. What's actually true here? Get curious. Your inner system, your wisdom knows exactly what you're holding that's blocking your prosperity, and it knows exactly how to let it go. You don't have to know how. How do you make urine and detoxify your body? How do you slough away all the poop and the stuff you don't need? How do you regenerate? You get a cut on your body and your skin regenerates. You don't have to know how. You're never going to know how. I have studied all the medical books in medical school and still how do I do that? Right? You can only allow these things to happen to a higher degree. The wisdom in your body already knows how. But when you surrender, when you do the letting go, you let that wisdom take care of you in a bigger way, in a more potent way. And so letting your system digest the experience, which is to say, digest those emotions, because it knows how to do that, lets the energy move. You are no longer a blah, blah, blah survivor or a victim of fill in the blank. Like, that was real, that was in your experience. You can fully honor that and have compassion for what that experience was like. But you do not need to carry it any further from this day forward. So take a deep breath, let your body soften, let yourself relax. And you could even share some of the stuff you are aware you're carrying, like, wow, I complain a lot. Or, yeah, there's a lot of negative emotions. Or, yeah, I've kind of identified with this abuse that happened in my past, or still carried the resentment or the anger about my past. Resentment to someone else, resentment to yourself, blaming someone else, blaming yourself. Anywhere you're blaming the past, you are carrying it forward. That's trauma. That is literally toxic to your body. So when we allow our system to digest the experience, it actually takes a huge amount of courage and compassion, because sometimes there's pain. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out maybe 10 times to fully let in everything about that experience, known and unknown. Maybe there's a lot of fear. Maybe there's a lot of anger. And so when you breathe all the way down to your pelvis. Like, you could see the breath going all the way down and expanding out through your pelvis. The pelvis holds a lot of our emotion. And just even releasing 2% of it today can radically change your life. So breathe and see that breath coming all the way down to your pelvis. Relax your pelvic floor. You can even see the breath going out beyond the pelvis. And then exhale, let everything release, let everything relax, let everything let go. Your body already knows how to let it go. You just you do the intention and the allowing, right? So the intention is, oh, I would love to have more freedom in my life. I'd love to have more energy. And the allowing is soften your body, do the little shakedown. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathe all the way down into the pelvis. Let everything release and relax. This gives your body the power to do what it's designed to do, which is to heal, to grow, to learn, and to move forward. That is how your system begins to manifest prosperity. So, when we talk about trauma, this can bring up a lot. It is so important to have compassion. These experiences have been real. You cannot put ice cream on top of poop and pretend it's all good. You can't leave behind your past. You can only allow it to be resolved, to be digested, and that requires you to receive it fully. So get assistance if you need that. Our MindBody mentors are standing by in the MindBody community on Facebook. They are immensely powerful, compassionate, embodied beings who have done this work. If you're part of the Embracing Health program, this is a huge part we do right up front, is resolving your past, because you cannot heal while your energy is dedicated to continually holding the past and trying to rework and manage the past. You've got to allow your body to let it go. So start with this. Let me know how this goes. Let me know what you notice, what comes up for you. And then just ask your system, what resources would feed and fuel me, and allowing my body to digest and release my past so that I am truly free to move forward. So the last thing I want to leave you with is what comes up around the holidays, right? You're going into this like darker time. The days are getting shorter. You're going to maybe see lots of family. You're going to maybe have a lot of triggers and reminders that ignite your past. And so rather than have this be like this really, really hard time, what if this is a potent time to let that come up front and center so you can look at and breathe through everything this brings up for you? Is there stuff that happens? Maybe there's a conversation, a conscious conversation. Wow, I've carried this for years and I'm actually ready to speak my truth about how this made me feel. Maybe you just have that conversation with yourself. What is possible now because you are making space in your system for unthinkable wealth, true wealth and prosperity, health, true healing at the root level, and expansion. You're ready to move forward in a higher way than ever before. So let this holiday season and everything that brings up invite you to look at that, to welcome, to breathe through and move through what arises. So what arises physically, mentally, emotionally, right? Physically is like, oh my God, I'm getting heart palpitations or have these symptoms every time I think about blah, 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 or just overwhelm. Mentally, right? Oh, you don't understand my uncle, and every year this is what I got to deal with, or my sister put so much pressure on me, or, whatever the story is. Let it come out. Let it come out. It's just a story. What's actually true, and who can I be in relationship to this now? Because you can come in and do it completely differently in a way that allows you to resolve your past and move forward free. So emotionally, so physically, mentally, emotionally, what are the emotions this time of year brings up? A lot of times we're not aware of the emotions. So we just go into a habitual pattern of suppression. We stay really busy. We distract. We go on social media. Like there's lots of things we do. Take 10 minutes a day to just sit with what's arising. Do this breathing exercise all the way down to the pelvis, and let your system digest the old emotions, the past traumas, everything. Your body is ready to release now. So much love to you. So many blessings to you. My intention for you is we all set ourselves free. We are all more awakened, more alive, and in that true self. I'll be here every week. We will share a broadcast live on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Time in the MindBody community in Facebook, where our coaches are standing by to assist you and answer your questions. And on my YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, share this video with someone that you love. And I look forward to hearing your questions, your comments, because I'll tailor our future MindBody TV episodes around this. Definitely the Be Your Own Healer is an awesome resource right now. This is my second book that we just launched, and it really goes into like kind of quantum physics conversationally, like quantum physics for dummies that you can access on a very practical level. What does it mean that I'm made of pure energy? What does it mean that my thoughts are actually creative? I'm a creator. How do I access that level of healing on every part of my life? And you will love this book because it will work on you as you read it It's an awesome gift to give anybody that you love. It's very user-friendly. Anybody could benefit from this because it's just written conversationally, not like super tech medical jargon. So pick up your copy today. I'll include the link for that here. And this will really allow you to go through this holiday season in a completely different consciousness, to realize everything is happening for me. You do not need to avoid or just get through another year. You can actually use this to transmute everything you're holding, known and unknown, that has been holding you back, and set yourself free. So much love to you. Thank you for being here and tuning in. I look forward to seeing you.